Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. I am still in the process of waking up. I have just finished. I never actually finished Black last on Tuesday. I meant to, but I never got around. I got someone jangled some keys and I got distracted, stuff like that. So I finished it just a moment ago, and we officially have these two spots where my fingers are is either side of Dionysus's, the very top of his head. So just got that all done. Today we're going to be working on 791. I'm just getting ready to swap over. I have so much dog fur all over all of my projects right now. It's not even funny. And me fur too. I'll be fair. My hair's all over a lot of my projects too, and this is why I clean my stuff before I do anything with it. Oh my goodness! Getting raw, unadulterated raw today. There we go. Okay, we chipped another color off the thingy-ma-do, off the list. Oh, it is supposed to be very hot here today. So I get to deal with that. But yes, 791 is the color du jour. And of course, it's over in Divine Instinct because that's where it goes. And to be fair, these guys share a lot of dark blues. Oh my goodness. $7.91. There we go. It's a dark blue. Not as dark as 939, and that's one of the reasons I picked 791, because it's not 939. Is that all set? 791. Okey-doke. Another reason I picked it, it's I gotta adjust the camera. It's actually a huge portion of the top of the page. So I was like, yeah, we can just do this. Get it out of the way. So I have a market on June 20th. And let's see if I can get the other end of this so I can actually. There we go. I have a market on June 20th. So I've been working on my display thingy-ma-doos, my display, my grid walls and whatnot, because I have the product. It's a good product. It's a pretty product, but I need to make my displays more appealing to the eye. So I'm taking my time. I'm making sure my paint job is good. I'm smoothing out the rough edges. And hopefully I can attract some people. Okie dokie, smoke. Let me get up to the top where I don't like to work, but where I am. actually so next Thursday, looking at the schedule for next week, I will be here Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I'm gonna try to get it posted up on in Discord, non Facebook, and whatnot. I have an eye appointment on Thursday, so. So I'll be doing in this kind of area. I'll be doing 20 across, and then just down to where it meets up. And then I'll just move my way down the page, and then we'll be working on grapes. If one, three. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if I have to play third chicken at this point, but I'm gonna. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Oop, not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm trying to math. I'm on the bottom rows because I'm going across and then going up. I'm doing what I used to do when I cross stitches, every single stitch individually, which actually takes longer. Oops. And if by some chance I actually get done 791 today, I have a couple of just random, not small but not huge colors that I'll tackle today. But 791 is the goal for is the big color for the week. I really love doing this. Like I get in such the zone. Like I like doing my other arts and crafts too, but I really love my cross stitch. I sit here and I go, why don't I do this more often? And then it's like, oh yeah, life exists. Okay, almost done. Next line of 20. Oh my goodness. My butt is sticking to my chair already. We'll establish the top row. Oh. Wow, that's 7 sets of 2. That's actually pretty well balanced. Mm-hmm. totally skipped one. Don't know how, but I did. Mm-hmm. Actually, now the pattern is kind of established, makes it a little easier. Gotta be careful though, because sometimes the pattern likes to switch it up. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I get another round of thread. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. I get that. I get that. Start a new length of string. at a knot somehow. Let's see, is it worth trying to undo the knot? I don't think my OCD's having it today, so we're just gonna snip it away. Some days, it's absolutely worth it, and I will play with the knot, but today is not one of those days. There's that. No, finish. My phone is going crazy. 1 second. No, it's fine. Fine. Just lots of construction going on, and my cameras are going bananas. Ugh. Using my foot support helps me stay on the floor. Where did my... I have managed to lose the piece of string that is attached to I lost the piece of string that was attached to the ginormous piece of fabric. I did find it, but I'm still kind of impressed that I lost it to begin with, because it's a brand new piece of string and it's awfully long. I'm working on my pride flowers. I still need to remember to turn. Oh, hello! Still need to remember to turn presents on. So I got the first. Are they within reach? That's the question. Can I reach them? I thought I could reach them, but I have 2 petals. Oh, there they are. I have 2 of the petals started. It's gonna end up being 2 petals of every color, so it's gonna kind of swirl around and out. But I got 2 petals. I got the violet. Indigo is next for the roses, and I'm gonna make one. Actually, I'm gonna do the solid. I'm going to do the petals, one color in the rainbow, and I'm gonna do the outside edge, the correspond, like for the violet, it's gonna have a red outline. For the indigo, it's gonna have it's gonna be like a rainbow, but in reverse kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to it. So that's gonna be the third option. Today we're working on borders. I do think we're going to get it done today. At least 791. I think we're going to get it done today, because I was banking on the top border being a bigger project than it actually was. And I do this to myself all the time. I look at a color and go, "Oh dear sweet Jesus, that's going to take me forever." And the only one that I've been right about is 939. That's the only color I've been right about going, "God, this is going to take me forever." So no updates on my Minnesota road trip yet. I think my friend is hoping she can have her flown in so she doesn't have to be on a road trip with me. Oh, yeah. Ah. So 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of 2 and then a 1. Keep having to scoot down this Oh my goodness, my butt is. I'm confused. Don't think what was off. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I need to get my Twitch interface up and working. Okay. Then I have not looked. And that is on me. 3, and this is 6. Yeah, I'll just go the extra. I'll go the extra 10. So. And then I got that 2. And 3 more. The row that I'm currently working on is like my least favorite row. I'm brushing up against the bar that's right just above the screen that holds the top tension, and I'm done with it. I am all over it. We're done here. Okay. There. Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm honestly, I'm legit glad you got, because I know it's not going to fix everything, but dental health is healthcare, because when your teeth start getting foobarred, your body starts getting foobarred, and you don't need any help in that department. So I like that you got it removed, and your teethies are better. Mm-hmm. And since this is my long stream, at about 10 past 10 and 10 past 11, I'll be taking short little breaks. Not to do anything other than like stretch out and whatnot, but little 10-minute, 5-10-minute break. Woohoo! Well, that's good. Fixing the chip will help problems not occur again. Doop-de-doo. I have dirty hands because I was playing with spray foam insulation this morning, and I got some on my hand because I had a critter chew through some of the insulation on the outside of my house. And I was like, really? So I just replaced the insulation because that's what I do. Well, I have two foxes in my neighborhood, and I caught them on camera when I was this weekend when I was doing overnight. So the council is held. Well, good. You need to live on the couch. You just had surgery, and that's another thing. People don't realize that mouth surgery is just awful. I don't think I'll have any problems with foxes because I have the idiots. I have the two idiots like that are acting like they're beaten and abused. Oh, I totally get it. I support you doing nothing for a bit. outside. Oop, not what I wanted. Wrong area. I have this stream to do until noon, and then I have work. And then I have Saturday off, and then I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I have Wednesday off. I work Thursday, Friday, my 3 to 11. Then I do overnights on Saturday, Sunday. So I always giggle when I hear my coworkers going, "Oh well, they don't want us to have overtime." I just about die because my boss has never said that. She has never said she wants us out on time, but that's not the same as overtime. It's what I do. It's the skills that pay the bills, Jules. My ability to know the drugs is apparently very uncanny. Like, oh, okay. I had a dying fan belt, and it wasn't very loud, but it was still a dying fan belt, and it's a car behind my house with a dying fan belt. And that's the thing is I I'm not disappointed with the pay rate of my job. I'm not disappointed with the job overall. It's just not right for me. And that is okay. I can do it until I find something that is more my speed. But the job itself is not the problem. I enjoy the people. I enjoy most of my coworkers. I'm getting more comfortable in being a supervisor, which is really, really hard. But at the same time, it gets easier as people who are hired only know me as a supervisor. And I am starting to realize why if you hire from within, I would like, in my brain, I'm starting to work out like hiring from within is great. Don't get me wrong, because people know the culture. But if it's from a base level to a supervisory role, it should be into a different department where people aren't as familiar, because going up in the same department does have a set of challenges. And as I'm getting more comfortable, it's getting easier, but I am recognizing that that level of comfort. But yeah, I get, if I so chose, I could probably work every single day in both June and July, and I won't. Rest assured, I won't. But I could, and that would be like stupid amounts of overtime. Woohoo! We are on the last part of the top end of the border, and I think, yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. I think today I'm gonna grab a couple pieces of Ada cloth and do some dye work. Maybe I'll take one of the kits that I have and dye the fabric that it comes with it, so I can do the kit on specialized fabric. Or I could get a couple more petals of my flower done. I don't know. I have so many ideas rambling around in my head. I do have to work on my display design for the 20th, though. I need to cement that down just a little bit. That's not what I wanted. Oh my god. Okay, I'll just have to go with that one. Yeah, yeah, and that's sometimes how I feel. I am trying to balance it out, and I'm trying to express to the big boss, like, okay, so this is working, but this isn't, and progress is being made. It's the hardest part, honestly, and not everyone agrees, and that's okay. But the hardest part is just kind of getting people to work together as a team and not be pitted against one another, and to recognize it's okay to not like all of your coworkers. I can't stress it enough. I'm not besties with all of my coworkers. I do enjoy 99.9% of my coworkers, and that 0.01 that I don't enjoy is only every once in a while. Most of the time, I get along with everybody. There are certain days where I'm like, you can all fuck off and die, but I try not to express that while I'm at work. But while I'm at work, I do have a job that I need to do, And we're all here to do that job. So that's what I keep trying to express to people. It's like, just because I'm agreeing and being nice and polite and professional, that does not mean I am agreeing with everything that is going on. But unfortunately, we have bills we gotta pay, so we're gonna play nice in the sandbox so we can continue being able to pay our bills. Like, today was payday. I went through, I paid the mortgage, I paid off my eye doctor, I saved enough to pay off my other eye doctor next Thursday. I paid some on my propane, I paid my mortgage, and I still have a little bit left over for food. I need to go get my oil changed. I think I might do that tomorrow. But I mean, when I'm up at time and a half with all the shift differentials and the bonuses, when I'm in overtime, I'm getting almost $36 an hour. And that's because of the shifts that I choose to work. Because no one likes work. We get a weekend differential. We get evenings and overnights get a shift differential. Like, I don't like to work the system, but I'm getting to the point where I need to work the system a little bit so I can have some savings, or at least get to net zero. Okay, we got done. $7.91 on the top. Now I need to load up my string, and I need to find where it starts on some grapes, because it curves around down here for all kinds of grapes. I know, you're such an abused boy. You are. These are so when my incoming ad breaks hits, I'm gonna turn over to my burb for break. Mostly to go check the mail, let's be honest. It's mostly to go check the mail and see what presents I have. Okay, let's see. Start right there. What I love is when I have colors next to each other that bring out one another, like the 550 that I'm working next to right now is a dark purple and this is a dark blue, but together you can tell the difference sometimes. Guys, lay down. Couche, Cesar. Pixie. see, couche. So it's like, I'm couched. I'm a good boy. Hey, couche. Hey, lay down. Of course, I get all the opinions with that. Oh my goodness. I'm like, I thought everything was lined up. Yes, it is all lined up. I'm good. I'm good. Fleshing out the grapes. Skip one. I think at about 10:08 is when it'll be like, hey, incoming ad break. So there we go. I'll be back in a couple moments. So drink your water, take a stretch break. I'll be right back. Okie doke, I am back. Lay down, pig. You're fine, Pixie. Couche. Pixie is not enjoying that I am not devoting 25 hours a day to her. Working on the grades. I actually kind of like having 550 here. It makes a really nice guide color, as it were. I love how like the 550 is a true purple. It is as purple as purple does. But the 791 is a blue purple, and when set next to blue, like it is in the top row, it looks more blue. But when it's set next to the purple, it looks more purple. And I love color theory for those reasons. Ooh, hey, there's nothing wrong with scrambled eggs. Rice and cheese. So, I gotta tell you how I got in trouble for using the Lord's name in vain. The resident's just kind of mad at me because I told him I'm not his best friend. And I'm not. I'm not any of the residents' best friends. I can care for them. I can show concern. I am not one of them is a friend of mine. Not one. Even those who like I adore. They're not my friends. And one of them called this gentleman. It's like, oh, but you're my best friend. I'm like, I am not your best friend. I'm not even on acquaintance in the friendship scale. I'm an employee of this facility, and he's mad at me. So I said, Jesus Horatio Christ. Now, the person I'm training is very, very religious. So I truly offended her, and I truly apologized. I did. I felt so awful, but she was nice enough to point it out to me, because I tell everybody I meet, if I bother you, tell me, or else I'm gonna do it again. And I'm not joking. If you don't tell me when I fuck up, I'm gonna fuck up again. And then you're gonna keep those little seeds of hatred building, and that's where real resentment comes in, is when you don't mention it the first time after I've told you to. So she goes, Sarah, that I understand where you're coming from, but it really offended me. Please don't do that again. I'm like, oh my fuck. She doesn't mind me swearing, but there are some lines she doesn't want crossed. But I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. So, and I was telling another friend about this. She's like, and this friend was a kindergarten teacher. So she goes, you know what? I was taught cheese and rice instead of Jesus Christ, cheese and rice. But Becca and I have come up with, when I shout Horatio, she will understand what I'm trying to express. But I do like cheese and rice too. I like cheese and rice because verbally it feels the same, but I also like cheese and rice the dish because it's yummy goodness. And it's funny because I had therapy yesterday, and I was telling my therapist this story, and when my boss told me about this, I wasn't swearing, but B, because he said, I said Jesus handbag Christ, and I'm like, no, I said Jesus Horatio Christ. And that's when then I looked at my therapist and I went, there were signs. Because even if I'm going to get myself in trouble, I'm going to get in trouble for the things that I actually said, not hearsay. I like Mother Trucker. Like, I like using trucker because I like the feeling of truck. That it's the hard CK that I like. The FU, eh. I like this. I like the hard CK is what hits for me. Jesus Christ! But I said Horatio Christ. There were signs. There were totally signs. But I did talk to my new trainer. I was like, thank you so much. Like, legit grateful because I need that guidance. I actually had to go to my boss yesterday. I'm like, okay, so you need me to do something. I'm not sure how to approach this. Help me create a conversation and a scenario. And she does, because I do need that. If I'm going to have a social interaction where I am not sure how to act, I need to find someone beforehand to help me work out what I need. And that was, it was very helpful in the situation down the road because I had practiced what I was going to say. I knew what how I was approaching things. So, like, again, there were signs. There were signs that I was a little off the compass. Oh, yeah, my meds are kicking in. I'm less tired now. Mm-hmm. And Jules, when your meds kick in, you're gonna get more tired because hopefully they're really good painkillers. You got hey, look, we've been talking to each other enough that one of my bots activated. Oh, I don't know how well you can see how well you're looking at. I really wish. Like the top part of his hair is right here. Like this is. No, you don't. You Yep. This is either side of like this part of his head. Yep, I got it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray! Part of it I had to pull out because it was like one stitch off. So, and I caught it, and so we fixed it. Two. Mm-hmm. Two. Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of his hair is 939 though. So like when I get down to that color, we'll see more of the crown of the top of his head. Um, yeah, we're getting there. He's gonna we'll only be seeing his hair for a few more rows, but but we'll see grapes. Hey, and it's validating when you encounter someone who's like, "Oh my god, I totally understand this." I love getting that validation. Eh. Yeah, don't do stuff like that. Push comes to shove, does clove oil or lidocaine like on the spot work? Because clove oil, unless you have issues with clove oil is actually what they use in a lot of dental anesthesia. Because it burns and then it takes it away. That works too. Mhm. I learned about clove oil um, ages and ages ago for a completely different set of reasons, but I I learned that clove oil is very good for dental pain. And it is. It really is. It does initially like set your mouth on fire, but it takes it away too. Oh yeah, I saw the pictures, girl. I do actually pay attention. My preview, like, it doesn't say that I've seen messages until I've clicked on the messenger, but my preview screen, I have it set up so it's big enough that I don't actually have to click very often to see what's going on. And that's intentional. It's not cuz of you or Dragon or anybody like that, but with other people I have it set up so that I don't actually have to click and show that I've read it. I know. Yeah, I took a break around 10 minutes. I'm actually kind of impressed. I've gotten quite a few stitches done today. Uh, I'm trying to, because it curves down and around, so I'm trying to keep it contained, but at the same time not stretch it too far out. So, because these grapes are like 50 billion different colors, all varying shades of purple, blue, blue, purple, purple, blue, and it's funny because it works all together, but just so many colors. Oh, what's going on? What's good? What can I be thankful for? I'm all about it. Let's be thankful for stuff. Yeah, that okay, that's very true. Very true. It is not that sparkly shit. Oh. My brain wandered off. More grape. Those hearts were very, very sweet. Like, no one should have been surprised. It was it's a fantastic idea. Like, I know I know it sounds creepy and morbid, but I have my Grammy and Papa hanging in my window, catching the morning sun. Um, the their ashes were made into pendants, and I I keep them I keep them together because they were married forever and a year, and they catch the morning sun every day. They watch the sunrise together, and they get the morning sun, and even though even though I wasn't very close with them, like I have a part of them with me. Working on the great, working on the outlines of the great. Mhm. Yeah, I have. So mm, I had a cousin. My mom. I don't know how that works. I think she would be a second cousin to me. One of my mom's first cousins. So I guess second cousin to me. Passed away within the past couple years because Time and I are not besties, and I can't really remember. But I have a lot of her crochet stuff. Um, because in my mom's side of the family, I'm the only one who does anything with string. My aunt Sarah is a phenomenal bead weaver. My mom is a great seamstress. I do apparently I picked up the crochet and the cross stitch. And so I have some of her string and some of her half finished doilies and whatnot, and I've been trying to uh honor what she was trying to do with them, and and maybe I can get them out to her kids and her kid and her grandkids. So and with big things like I remember like, but I don't remember exact times, and that's my rough bit. And I think some of them were just idle work while she dealt with cancer. Like, to be completely honest, I think some of the projects she did was just to keep her from going crazy while she dealt with chemo. So that's half the problem with trying to figure out what's going on with what. While oops, while I was replacing the spray foam today, I got to go upstairs into my little video space that I need to intentionally take some days off from work and just plow through some time up there. Um, and like I'm proud of myself because I've gotten the walls insulate I've gotten most of the walls insulated. And I've got the wall insulated. I've gotten most of the ceiling insulated. And like I'm making some great progress, and it's just slow and it's not as fast as I want it to. But I think if I sat down and I focused, or stood up and I focused, I could get at least that stuff done relatively quickly. And I need to because I have all kinds of really cool stuff that I want to do with that area. And I just haven't yet. Well, it's kind of like with me and cross stitch. Like I've done cross stitch that I am a master in cross stitch. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's like a difficult thing to achieve, but I'm working on a project that's almost 500,000 stitches. And I'm like, no big. And yes, Call Dance is 489,000 stitches. Two and three. Nope, not where I want to be. Not where I want to be. I still have more over to the right. Only one more, but still. More. I mean, I'm slowly working at the lace level. I've made a few necklaces that I'm actually kind of proud of. Mm. Actually, I'm gonna leave that one at a half so that I know where I need to pick up. Okay, we've reached our great divide. Oh, not really a great divide. It's just where I'm not gonna go over this way anymore until I get down. Hold up. I have not. I will. I will peep in there after. Like my therapy days, I sometimes am like right on it, and some days I'm like, And while yesterday wasn't a bad therapy day by any stretch of the imagination, I was tired afterwards. And then I still had to go to work. It's okay, baby boy. Cesar's dreaming and he's starting to cry. I'll have to take a look. Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. He totally is. He's crying buckets of tears because, well, on my stretch breaks, at least the first one, I let them out to because sometimes they go outside and pretend to go to the bathroom. They're like, oh yeah, we peed and pooped, and then they don't, and then I come down after stream, like at noontime, to find the downstairs. I'm like, seriously? So I try to let them out because they are entitled assholes. I love them, but they're assholes. uh, I love my dogs very much. I actually last night I was telling husband creature, Cesar, they're both in their second 6 months of shedding. Um, so I'm like, he needs to be brushed, and every time I pick up a brush, Cesar just runs away because apparently when I brush him, it is a traumatic experience, and he wants nothing to do with it. But I know where all the itchy spots are. His daddy doesn't. Yeah, the covering our asses. Yes, my dogs are very well treated. Thank you. I know. It's why I'm a bad mama. I make sure that he's well groomed, well fed, that he gets all the supplements he needs because he is a large dog and he is 11 or 10 years old, 10 or 11 years old. Maybe even older. I have to look because they were either born in 2014 or 2016. So for $50, I would too. I would be I would be using that thing everywhere. What about your cheese and rice? Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah. You could have rice noodles, which are long. I got lost on where I was, so now I have to pull a couple halves. My bad. I mean, spaghetti is easy. Okay. I don't chew a whole lot of my food. No, I totally get it. Ooh, I like I like the like some of the flavored like the strawberry applesauce. I enjoy that. I have I have cream of rice because cream of wheat would destroy me. I legit I loved cream of wheat. Holy stutter Batman. My brain just mad max TV'd out on that. But yeah, cream of wheat with butter and maple syrup. Oh, yeah. You're fine, my girl. You're fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that too. Sometimes, sometimes I don't even go for the real maple syrup. I know blasphemy, but I go for the butter flavored with brown sugar, so I don't have to add more butter. But sometimes I do add more butter just for the buttery flavor, and yeah, for the fake butter flavor. Hey, you're fine, baby. Well, I mean, we are both in high yielding maple syrup producing states. Um, well, province? You're in a province, I'm in a state. But maple syrup, if we're not bleeding it at some point in our life, how dare we say we're from that area kind of thing. That's actually not bad for a gallon of syrup. I figured, but I like being correct. I like being proper. Because again, there were signs. I'm almost down to the bottom of the page for this section. The area that I'm working on. Oh, really? I have to pull up half a stitch and it's being a pain in the butt. Really? We're gonna play this game? We're gonna play this game? We're gonna play in this motherfucking game. Twisted up in the purple. That's why it's being such a see you next Tuesday. No. I don't know why it's all twisted up in the purple, but here we are. Hey, one of my fingernails broke last night, so it's really, really huffing. It's really, really tough working my hands. Back down this way. Back up this way. There we go. Gap two. So 1, 2, and right there. Actually, I'm really kind of pleased with the progress I've made today. And I know in a couple minutes my ads are gonna kick in, and I'm gonna take a short break to stretch my legs. I'll be back in a couple seconds or a minute. I don't know. Here we go. Wasn't a long break. Just long enough to make the dogs think I was going downstairs. I'm such a bad mom. Okay, so onward and down. Oh. Almost to the bottom, huh? It's the bottom of the page, and I know the angle's weird. I do, but I gotta rearrange. I have to take my desk apart and set it back together again properly. But sometimes that takes more energy than I have. So. Let's see if I can. There we go. That's what we're getting for today. Okay, we have only, I would say about 18 more rows till we're down to the bottom. But they're not full rows, so it won't take too long. Aha! The dogs are coming back upstairs. They're like, "Where are you?" Now, mind you, I never said anything about them going outside. No, we're not doing this. We are not playing this game. No. I will not be peer pressured. I will not be bullied. No, go lay down. And from Cesar here, but I let you scratch my butt. Lay down, guys. And they will go outside and I will get them brushed. But right now, I am cross-stitching. No, Pixie. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I heard when they were coming back up the stairs. Like, hey, where were you? So, that is my life, essentially. It is pretty close to the excuse the fuck out of you. I'm such drama queen. And yes, after stream, I intend on going outside and playing with them, so. Because it is a beautiful day. It's very hot outside, though. It is, currently it's saying it's 81 degrees outside. And it is not 81 degrees in this house. I have not opened any windows. And I'm kind of enjoying that it is cool in here. Lay down. I will shut you out of this room if you keep it up. No. Yeah, I didn't even leave my room for the little break. I walked over. I took care of some stuff that I noticed while I was just kind of looking around. I'm like, oh, damn it. So I took care of that, and And then I just kind of sat down, I stretched a little bit, and upset the dogs, which is always fun. If you have the opportunity to upset a German Shepherd, take it. Because it is hilarious. They get so pissy. I have to pull another length of thread. Jeez. But I've got me some grapes going on. I turned the pupper cam on, but it's not working right now, so it's another thing I need to try to fix. Mm-hmm. Actually, the last few rows actually have some solidness to them because they're the primary color down here. Not a lot because there are like 50 billion other colors involved, but I actually have more than like one or two. I got 3. Mm-hmm. La la la.
Everyone enjoys it here. Please follow the street.
My British garden. We're gonna finish out this area by doing some Now we're gonna move over to the other block of 10. Woohoo, we're on the last 8 rows. Last 8 rows of this color in this section. We're not even close to being done the color. That'll probably end up happening tomorrow, but still, we're making some big progress. Big progress. Wow. Wow. Big progress. And Judgy picked. But yeah, after I'm done this section, I'll go back up to where I marked off, so I can continue my way out the other part of the grapes. Mhm. Mhm. I have and at my 10 o'clock break, I put a second coat. I'm working on one of my pegboard displays. Now, I'm not going to spend $50 million on grid walls. I've been cleaning up and like just grinding off and creating my own grid walls with materials I have at home, and they look pretty good. But I need to start at least covering the things that I paint with like a flat sheet so that I don't keep dinging them up. So I'm reworking one of my pegboard panels, and I just got it. I got it flat painted yesterday. Um, Today I have the a red gold color change that I'm putting on, and I taped off the trim that I'm working on, but I'm gonna do uh, it's flat. The background is flat black, but I'm gonna do red and gold highlights within the trim. Just using my Sharpie markers and whatnot, and paint pens, so that, and then I'm gonna make sure that I seal it in polyurethane as best that I can, but at the same time, it's just gonna be like I need to remember to. I have plenty of flat sheets because we don't like using the flat sheets in making our bed, so I just save them for spare fabric, and I'm gonna use my flat sheets to wrap my pretty pegboard in. Actually, oh, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna go here and get that done, and then this one. And like, and that's kind of what I've been trying to do. Like what I need to do, honestly, is make sure that my displays are up to snuff. They're not dinged, dented, or dusty. The dusty part is hard to do. Generally, I try to wipe it down the night before, or before I put it in my car or on my car, because my house just is, it existing is dusty. Um, but I need to make sure that the colors are vibrant. The colors are a on brand for me, but I use the darker color scheme with the blues, the purples, the darker reds and golds. But I'm working on that part of myself, and picking and choosing which displays that I want to start using on a regular basis. And the hard part about that is I never know where I'm going to be on in any given show. So my setup and what I do really does depend on where my spot is in a thingy-madoo. I know. I have great words. In a show. So I try. That's why I like it when the vendors like put out the spots ahead of time, so you can kind of see like where you're set. Okay, so we're kind of be weird and just kind of travel along on these last three. Pixie. Why are you always singing a song? Yes, you sweet boy. You sweet boy. No, I don't need sweet boy kisses. I don't need sweet boy kisses. I don't. You're a good boy though. You are. Your sister's crazy. No, Pixie. No, you're all set. Cesar begs to differ and says, I absolutely need sweet boy kisses, and I don't. Pixie, leave him alone. I don't know what you're doing, but leave him alone.
How are you doing today?
No, Peg. Okay, we're all done. That corner. So, I'm gonna, cause I've been hitting the check mark, so I know. Want to guess how many stitches I've done today? It's over 300. I've done over 300 stitches. I'm gonna shut them out here. Just kind of worried what destruction they'll bring if I shut the door on them. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the blocks of 10 for the rest of the way because it more than that. Not much more, but still more than that. And I still have bare minimum. I'm gonna go at least a couple more moments. Stay right there. Stay right there. Because of that guess, I'm just gonna thread my needle and then I'm gonna tell you how many stitches I've done because that guess is phenomenal. But I'm gonna thread my needle and mark where I am. But yeah, because of that guess and just how amazing it is, I'm gonna. It's not spot on. I'll tell you, it's not the exact number, but I'm gonna. Oh my goodness. I just have to establish where I am so I don't lose myself. Because in this area of the stitching, I get lost very easily. Okay, so start off today at 5.84%. Let me double check my numbers here. Start off 5.84%. We are up to 5.93%. Did 380 stitches. So, no, not 380, 370. Sorry. Because I'm going to hit my check mark. 370 stitches, 370 stitches. That's why I was like, oh my God. It was 369, but I had to finish the stitch that I marked where I was. So, but then I put the 3 halves, so I now know where I am. But tomorrow we're probably going to get done 791, and I'm going to pick a couple of just clumpy colors that can fill the space. But I'll be back at 10 to noon tomorrow. I love you all. Thank you for the gift of your time. Drink your water. Take your meds. Be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. And my dogs are assholes. So, I will see